Jarrett Von Rosenberg, and Coach, your shorthanded guys sure played their hearts out in the second half.
Oh, is that what it looked like from up here? We didn't show up to compete at all. Really, really disappointing. Our effort level and our, care about the game. All of our starters were minus 24, minus 22, minus 31. The score was actually a lot worse than what it ended at.
Turnovers, 15-9. Is that where you're pointing to?
No, just dominated in the paint. Every rebound. Let them get where they wanted. Literally just lay the ball up against us without any resistance. Really poor. We didn't show up. I don't have a different answer I don't have a good answer. We actually shot the ball pretty well. It's the only reason we didn't lose by 40.
Josh Taylor, Casey Ugokazi. I think Casey had the roughest day, perhaps, of all down low. They had him in a little bit of foul. No, they didn't. They did. They had him some foul trouble early.
Yeah, we just kept throwing bodies in, see if anybody could. Just all around a really poor performance. Brennan Taylor was our best player today. He was a plus 11, but just his communicating and trying to get things done. That's why we had success. Really disappointed. I thought we were going to play well today. I thought we had it was a good matchup for us. Thought we had good preparation, and just the lack of defensive anything was very apparent from the first 5 minutes.
Is it possible they read the press about Jakevian Buckley and some of the other Southeastern lines ahead of time? They let him get loose in the second half especially, but in the first half it was Jeremy Elise, and who expected the big freshman to post like that?
Well, he drove the basketball and laid it up and went 7 for 7 at the rim. So they didn't run any special plays. They didn't do anything that we weren't ready for. We literally just got dominated in the paint, which is really, really unfortunate. Not to mention, if they missed a shot, they got to the free throw line, so they have almost 70 points in the paint. You can't even compete like that.
And that out of 83, that is a large chunk. All right, you got to pitch this one out and move on to Monday because it'll be here in a day and a half. Coach?
No, tomorrow will be about this.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't matter. We can get prepared all we want. If you don't come and do the things that you've been working on for 7 months, you're not going to have a chance. I don't care who you're playing. Another team that drives it just like this. So it's all about us. Deciding whether we want to show up. And I know it is what it is. Stuff's not going well. That doesn't matter. It doesn't give us an excuse not to show up and play and compete.
Right.
That's what will be talked about, and that's what will be changed if anything changes.
Now, Coach, with 3 games left to play, it's you've talked about the name on the front of the jersey, the names on the back of the jerseys, and those guys got to play for that. And nobody around here has been in this kind of situation in so long. How are you and your staff dealing with it?
You just got to deal with what's in front of you. And I've already started, which I usually start after the season, but I've already started going back to the beginning and going over everything again, starting to watch it and clip to we got to make major adjustments. There'll be player adjustments, and there'll be, stylistic kind of adjustments. But that process started earlier than ever has for me. So there's still work to do. It's not like we're just playing these 3 games. This is all building off of next year. Our programs in this transition's gone the wrong direction, obviously, from where we were, going to NCAA tournaments every year. So we got to we got to change some things. Good to hear our reclass stuff. That won't be a recruiting excuse or problem or anything moving forward. So, we're working on recruiting and trying to finish strong. We'll have some of these guys return, so that it's they got to understand that this matters as much as the first game did. What we're doing here and the product we're putting out on the floor.
Coach, Michael Sanchez Vega, Chris Adlam, will we see any more of them in the final 3 games, you think?
I don't know. Michael had a tragedy in his family, so he had to go home, and then Chris is done for the year. So these are the 8 guys we got, 9, I guess, and so we got to finish right away. Really got to look in the mirror up from today, and make that adjustment as far as to compete when we step on the floor.
Okay. Coach, thanks for coming over afterwards. We'll talk more, and then we'll see you Monday down in NOLA.
You got it. Go Lions.
That's Jared Von Rosenberg, head coach of your East Texas A&M Cats.